Social Development Minister Lindiwe Zulu will this morning launch the Child Support Grant Review Report, which will, among other things, unpack the state of child poverty in the country. Now, in 2020, the department commissioned the University of Cape Town to review this policy and the value of the program. At 510 rand per individual, child support grants currently reach around 13 million minors around the country. Newzroom Afrika's Ziyanda Ngcobo is part of our team watching developments, and she joins us now live from Houghton. And no overstating the importance of this kind of social welfare program, Ziyanda. What do we expect this report in part to unpack?
Well, Ayanda, this report is very crucial to look at the impact of this child support grant on child poverty. Now, we've got a variety of issues: child poverty, child-headed households. And I mean, we've seen in recent times where in the Eastern Cape, 2 mothers killing themselves and their children as a result of this issue of unemployment, poverty and inequality. And so this report will tell us whether this 510 rand a month, how far it stretches. We know that the Social Development Department says that so far this amount has been able to assist with ensuring that children who should be in school remain in those places. But let's bring in Dr. Maureen Mokgotsi. She heads up the Social Support Department, and let's talk about the importance of such a report and what you're going to be doing with the research that you've conducted together with the University of Cape Town.
Thank you. In 2020, our minister mentioned during the COVID era that it is important for us to review the value of the child support grant. So for us to do that, we needed to review the estimates in terms of child poverty. So from there, we commissioned work that looked at reviewing the child poverty as well as the value of the child support grant. As you know, child support grant, it's a grant that is offered by government to meet the basic needs of children. This is one of the 2 grants as a country that we offer to address poverty. We know that we have currently the temporary COVID SRD as well as the child support grant. So child support grant is for their children, and we know that study after study has proven that up to now this is one of the best programs that enables children to remain at school, that enables children at least that when they sleep they have something in their stomach.
And we look at the numbers. 13 million is the number that has been bandied about by your department. But some would say 510 at face value seems a bit low. And of course, this is why you've reviewed that. But on the other hand, the fiscus is under strain. So what are the balancing acts that need to take place? And especially because you interface with the high levels of poverty, especially amongst children.
I think that is true, because currently the food poverty line is 663, and we know that the child support grant is offered at a value of 510, and it is below the food poverty line. However, it is important for people to know that as government, we offer other programs. So we see it as one of the programs that government renders. You know that when children are at school, they receive food programs. You know that when they go to hospitals, there is primary care offered by government or subsidized by government. So it might be it might be offered at a lower value that is below the food poverty line, but it needs to be viewed in line of other programs that are rendered by government.
And it comes at a time, of course, where we've seen, horrific stories, in particular coming out of the Eastern Cape, where the situation seemingly becoming so untenable that mothers killed themselves and their children to deal with the issues of poverty. Do you think that such a report will actually improve such a situation?
This report is crucial, especially now with food inflation, that we need to go back. We are currently reviewing social assistance for children. So it was crucial for us to do this review, that when we go back and review this policy, go back to see whether the value or the value of the CSG is enabling us to do what the child support grant is all about, which is reducing poverty in our communities.
All right, that's Dr. Maureen Mokgotsi. She is the Acting Chief Director for Social Assistance within the Social Development Department. A very important report, Ziyanda, that's going to be released this morning. Hopefully then our fiscus will be able to even absorb it. Currently sitting at 77 billion rand in the 2022-2023 financial year. Will they be able to do this? And of course, as we've just heard, it's going to be juxtaposed against other social programs, coming against a continuous discussion about a basic income grant. I wonder then whether the report will also be all-encompassing when it comes to issues such as that.
Largest social welfare systems in the world. Question, of course, is whether or not it's working. Ziyanda, Ngcobo, live to us there from Houghton. Thanks very much indeed.